Alright, so the changeling in this microwave 3-minute video, it's about child murder, I guess. It's about that phenomenon, that horrible instance when a parent would kill a child, and I guess in a fairy tale sense, reflecting the horror of that. I don't know if it's explaining it. I mean, that's the good thing with a fairy tale. I think for a psychological thing is fairy tales are just, it's magic, which in some ways gets at the heart of sometimes some instances of what, like, of kind of the horror, the terrible stuff that people can do, um, that can happen in mental illness. I mean, it happens incredibly rarely, but I mean, it's enough that it really shocks and it disturbs people. The idea that you might one day have such a mental break that you would kill your loved ones. And I mean, sadly enough, the statistics are, if anyone's going to kill you or your children, it's probably going to be your spouse. And I think it's, in this case, it's especially shocking of it being the mother who kills the child, which is not an unknown thing. And there's something about the fairy tale that reflects that we use to, it seems like it's a resonant thing to use to reflect that, because it's an unexplainable thing. So if you have a fairy tale structure where it's like someone believes it's not their child, which also sounds like, it's interesting because it's like fairy tale also as as an echo of screwed up thinking, is another idea, that someone's madness translates to people's worries, to fears, to dreams, to fairy tales. It's like it's another expression of that, but it's a contained one because it's a fairy tale. Hansel and Gretel get abandoned by their parents in the woods. Various changeling stories. I'm not somebody who's a parent, so I can't ever know quite what that is. I know about loving someone so much that it seems like it's my whole life. I do know that. I know about watching relatives of mine with a little niece and feeling a strange amount of investment in that, which I guess comes from being a part of that family. But I mean, it's one step removed. I'm the uncle. So yeah, all things I'm keeping in mind as I am listening to The Changeling by Victor Laval, with the main character Apollo, 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 and his last name is Kachung. I'm gonna have to look, but Apollo. That's why I couldn't remember that name before. Apollo is the name of the main character. It's not like it's John or Jay or something stupidly common. It's like it's Apollo. I am the god Apollo. He repeats that to himself. I am the god Apollo. I am the god Apollo. And for some reason that just completely went out of my head before, which is just shows exactly how fragile our brains are. All right, microwave done. Time to get going.